So it looks like Khamzat Chimaev has a passport again, and this is big for the UFC, big for the fans. We know that DDP versus Strickland 2 is this weekend for the middleweight strap. Khamzat Chimaev, he would have had this title shot had he not had the issues that we're going to discuss in this video. But yeah, if that interests you, stick around. Let's jump into it. Don't waste time. What Hamza and his shiny new what's Hamza and his shiny new passport doing at UFC 312? I think Chimaev is the backup fighter. Reading skills are not working today. Alright. Undefeated middleweight contender Hamza Chimaev is going global thanks to a shiny new passport and friends in the right places. In fact, he may even surface at this weekend's UFC 312 pay-per-view in Sydney, according to retired UFC middleweight Chael Sonnen, in case the promotion needs a backup fighter for the main event. I think Chimaev's the backup fighter, Sonnen speculated on his YouTube channel. I don't believe that Chimaev is just a number one contender. I don't believe that the proximity of this fight is something that you would not book Chimaev, who allegedly has Western travel issues. I don't think you would do that without bringing him. Sonnen continued, I'm confident that Chimaev will be there. I'm confident he will be in attendance. So if you're not flying him out, sorry, would you not put him on the scale the day before? I'm asking, I don't have the answer. The 30-year-old Chimaev, 14-0, is currently ranked number 2 at 185 and could be in line for the next title shot, though Nasruddin Imavov, now ranked number 2, could also make a play for this draft after defeating Israel Adesanya atop the UFC Saudi Arabia card last weekend in Riyadh. Alright, so, couple things here. You guys remember how active Khamzat Chimaev was at the start of his career? He had 2 fights in 2 weeks. Like, the come up for Khamzat Chimaev could not be overrated. We have never seen anybody like Chimaev. You know, Khabib was dominant, Islam was dominant, but like the level of dominance we have seen with Khamzat Chimaev in his last fight, he easily walked through Robert Whittaker, a former middleweight champion, one of the best middleweights we've ever seen in the history of the UFC, broke his jaw with the submission. Like, that is insane. Now, with Hamza Chimaev being a guy that the UFC has wanted to get behind and has got behind for years now, the problem being what's going on with Russia and Ukraine. And the problem being is who he is married to. If you guys don't know, he is married to the daughter of the Chechen leader. I will pull up a photo if it'll load. Do 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 do. Anytime now. Boom, him. So this is, his father-in-law. He he's a massive MMA fan. Actually, I watched a video yesterday on Khabib's relationship with this guy and what happened with him and Russia and why he ended up going to the UAE. I might do a video on that. If I remember to, I will leave that video linked in the description, or might do that tomorrow because there's a lot of interesting stuff in that video that I want to talk about. But this guy is one of Putin's main guys. He is very pro Ukrainian war. He has been very outspoken on how he thinks that, you know, all that stuff. Like I don't want to get into it. It's you know he he's just one of the biggest supporters of this war, and very anti-Ukrainian. So, being that this guy is Hamza's father-in-law, Canada doesn't want him in the country. America doesn't want him in the country. Now, with the change in government in America, maybe that's different here, but it's still a factor. Like when you look at Khamzat Chimaev, you look at the popularity that this guy has and the want of fans to get his title shot. Like he could potentially win 3 belts. There's no doubt in my mind. The only issue is whether or not he can make 170. I think he can. I'm referring back to the Nate Diaz one. I think that was the UFC and Hamzat collaborating to ruin that fight because you don't miss that weight severely. Like 8 pounds. 8 pounds is a lot. I know, you know, may not sound like a lot, but missing by 8 pounds is unheard of in most cases. I think that was due to the UFC wanting to put Khamzat and Nate Diaz so that they can send Nate Diaz out on a massive loss, tank his value, so that when he went and fought Jake Paul, uh, he would, he couldn't go out get another contract. But the fans, we knew exactly what it was. Right? We knew that they were doing exactly that, tanking Nate Diaz's value, sending him out on a major loss. But then, Hamza fought Kevin Holland, and then Nate Diaz fought Tony, right? Yeah, yeah, it was Tony. So now, fast forward to this, you look at Hamza's career, like I mentioned before, he, so that's not, he's coming off of a win against Robert Whitaker. And if these issues weren't a problem for the UFC, I think Hamza would be fighting DDP or would have already fought DDP. Potentially even fought, no, never mind. I don't know about his because that, well, maybe. I don't want that. I want Tapology because the UFC refuses to have people's entire careers. There we go. So, move that down. Okay, so I got his Tapology pulled up. So, he beat Robert Whitaker at UFC 308 by neck rank. That was what was what was UFC 308 at? Oh yeah, that was Abu Dhabi, right? Yeah. Then you had the very close fight with Kamaru Usman. Didn't look the same in that fight. Still walked away with a majority decision. This was the fight where he was supposed to fight Nate Diaz. Fans got mad. Conveniently, he missed his weight. Fights Kevin Owens. Before that, unanimous decision against Gilbert Burns. Did a wrestling match against Jack Manson. Submitted Wei Jingwang, who I know that Wei Jingwang, he's a mixed fighter. Still really talented fighter. I really like his style. This is impressive. Then you had this stretch here where first round knockout, right cross, first round ground and pound, uh, second round dog stroke. In these fights, he only took one punch, one punch. That's insane. Uh, Obviously after, well, not even the Wei Jingwei. he didn't take a punching. It wasn't until Gilbert Burns where he officially had um, taken a strike. Before that, though, this was what organization is this? I can't tell what organization that is, but he submitted. Well, I'm not gonna go through the names. You know, second round submission, knocked out Ikram Aliskerov by first round TKO, beat Sidney Wheeler, Michael Kiziak, these guys. So you see here, we have never seen a guy like um Khamzat Chimaev. I'm blanking on his name. Where was the back to back? Here, right here, the John Phillips and Reese McKay. You see how there were 10 days in between these two fights. Like that is insane. We haven't seen that level of activity since like the Olympic days, where fighters were fighting multiple times a night. But like I said, the UFC has wanted Hamza at the top for a while. You put the belt on him, basically like Alex Pereira, and that's another fight too that I feel that the UFC could potentially be interested in. Now, it'd be a really hard fight for Alex Pereira, but that would be a massive money fight if they don't go ahead and do the John Jones fight, which I do believe they want to capitalize on that. If John Jones really only wants one to two more fights, but back to Hamza Chimaev, if these issues are gone, if he's allowed to come to America, I don't know about Canada. Canada's kind of gay, but having this guy at the top, you will be selling massive pay-per-views. And like, the UFC right now, it's kind of getting better, kind of getting better. The activity is still a thing, but you have Pereira, you have Victoria, you have Makachev, you have bona fide stars that can sell pay-per-views at the top. And then you got Bilal Muhammad, who, all jokes aside, he is a really talented fighter. He is massively talented. I don't know about him being a pay-per-view draw, though. That's the thing. So, and with Hamza Chimaev, I'd be interested to see whether or not they would let him go back down to welterweight. Because, like I said, I think that fight right there was the UFC told him not to make weight because of the backlash. So with having Hamza, officially back, he is young. He's 30 years old. That's plenty of time to win titles, be in big fights, and potentially have the greatest career we've ever seen. And I'm all for it. I would love to see him chase 3 titles. I know that's a big topic now with like Pereira wanting to go up to heavyweight. I don't know about Taporia. Taporia struggled at lightweight. He'd be really small for welterweight. I don't know about Taporia. He has the skill. I don't know about the size. But we have guys in the UFC, Makachev, who have the serious potential and doing the triple champ thing. And all I see it as a fight fan. But I I want to see if Khamzat Chimaev would go back to being that active. I think it has to do with him being on a massive contract. I am pretty sure. Like I'm not sure how many fights, what's his exact um purse show to win and stuff like that. But I could guarantee you he's making a few millions, right? And without a doubt, they are probably paying paying in pay per view. I kind of think that with starters like Khamzat Chimaev, they do that for them. Like DDP, Gaethje, they're the top of the top, or even if they're not champs, they sell a bunch of pay per views. They get pay per views. So, with that being said, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see if Hamza comes back, if Hamza has the activity that he did before. I don't know about him fighting every week, but he could. Like, I've never, in my eyes, he's the greatest grappler of all time. I've never seen anybody do the kind of stuff that he has done to the level of competition that he has fought. Even with all of the health scares, with the travel issues, like you're never gonna see another Hamza Chimaev. Like we've seen Khabib, we've seen Islam, we haven't seen anything like this. But that's all I got. I hope we see Hamza soon. I with this now, and Charles saying he's potentially the backup fighter. I don't. I kind of think they'll bring him into the ring against, or the octagon, I'm sorry, against whoever wins, have the face off, and then maybe you do that fight. I could see them doing Abu Dhabi. If Islam isn't headlining Abu Dhabi, I could see the, you know, the winner of Sean DDP against Hamza at Abu Dhabi. If not, around October, September, something like that. But let me know in the comments down below. What do you think about Hamza Chimaev being allowed to travel to other countries? Well, we don't know about North America. North America, we will have to see. But he will be able to go to more countries than Abu Dhabi and Chechnya, which they haven't had a pay per view yet. That's all I got. Interested to hear what you guys have to say. Later.